Hello lovely VTubers. So it's the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who, and for all you Doctor Who fans out there, I've got a real surprise for you. I'm going to make a TARDIS cake! And if you don't know what TARDIS stands for, it stands for Time and Relative Dimension in Space. Duh. I've baked 2 8-inch square chocolate sponges and then levelled the tops to make a flat surface. To make the TARDIS, I only need 5 equal small squares of about 3.5 inches. Starting with 1 square, just pop that right in the middle of your cake board. I'm going to fill it with white vanilla buttercream. If you want a great simple recipe for buttercream, then click the link now. Just going to use a palette knife. Give it a thin layer, but make sure you spread it all the way to the edges. And then just build your cake up like that, lining it up with itself. If it feels a little bit uneven, don't worry about that now. At this point, you just want to get it stacked up. So we've got the top bit on. There we go, that's our finished structure. We just need to give it a crumb coat before we cover it in blue buttercream, because then it locks in all the crumbs and stuff. So using the white buttercream, just give it a really thin coating. I'm using a cranked palette knife because it's a lot easier to use on a straight side. So I'll just finish the top off. And it's quite wobbly because it's really tall. Go slow and keep your eye on it. So I finished my crumb coat. I'm going to pop that in the fridge for about 20 minutes or so. That's just going to give it a nice base for my blue buttercream to go on. It's going to be a lot easier to ice now because it's kind of firmed up. So I've got my blue buttercream. So I'm just going to get it on my palette knife and just spread it quite thickly up the sides. It's going to be about like a few millimeters thick. This is a whole batch of buttercream from another video of mine. Check out the links to see it. I've added 10 grams of baby blue colour paste with a dash of purple to get the right colour. I'm going to keep on going up with my palette knife just to smooth it out as much as possible because at the end of the day it is a fine box. They're pretty straight. I'm just bringing all these bits from the top. So now we've got all the outside smooth, I just want to make one more kind of layer on the top because it's got a few levels, this guy. So I'm going to fill a piping bag. So I've got quite a fat nozzle on this guy. And draw a line slightly smaller than the square of the actual cake itself. Like that, and then fill it in. Boop, 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 boop. And then using your palette knife, just very gently smooth it, but be really gentle. Okay, so I'm just going to put him in the fridge because then he can firm up and be a little bit safer to decorate. So while he's in there for about minimum 20 minutes, I'm going to make all the little bits that go on him. So put him in the fridge now. To decorate the TARDIS and give it a bit of detail, we're going to need a few bits and pieces, which I'm going to make out of modelling paste. We're going to need some windows, the pull to open sign, the police box sign, some blue panels, and then last of all, the little light thing that goes on the top. I'm using modelling paste, which I've made myself by combining sugar paste and gum tragicamp, both of which you can get from good cake decorating shops and websites. Sugar paste you can get at supermarkets as well. I am going to do my windows and panels 3 centimetres high and 2.5 centimetres wide. Okay, so that's the panels. You need to make 24 of those to paint all the details on. We're going to use a food colouring powder. So I've got white. I've also got dark blue and a bit of black. I'm going to start with the police box sign, which is white on black, of course. I'm obviously using the smallest paintbrush in the world. It's not particularly special, I just got it from an art shop. There it is, finished. Just need to wait for him to dry, then you can put him on your TARDIS cake. Windows. I've used the blue and a little bit of black for this. And then do 1 down the middle, and then split this into 3. Okay, so that's 1 window done. You just need 8 of those. So I've just painted these panels as well, just to make them a little bit more realistic. Now you just need to stick all your bits and pieces on, and I'm going to use buttercream. I've put it in a piping bag just with a small nozzle on there. Not too much, because you don't want to have it wiggling out the sides. So there you have it, a super duper TARDIS cake for you and all your friends and family and Cybermen and Daleks to enjoy. And speaking of Daleks, if you'd like to learn how to make Dalek cupcakes, then click the Dalek now. And if you like this video and you want to subscribe to FoodTube or my channel, then click the links. Cue sci-fi outro.